everyone. Welcome to Marketing Matters. I'm so thrilled you're here. This week I'd like to share a quote with you from Henri Matisse. He says that creativity takes courage. And I want to share this with you today because I want to share my own journey to creativity and some things I've been struggling with along the way in the hopes that it'll help you understand that you're not alone. So I want to encourage you to be creative and to share your creativity with everyone. Take a chance, take a risk, and let everyone know what you're thinking and what you feel good about. Because it's very easy for us to hold back and wait and see how people react to things we do or what other people do before we know if it's safe. So what I'm going to say to you is I have a lot of things that I really love, and I don't always share them with everybody because I think it's not professional, or it doesn't make a difference, or they're going to think I'm silly or whatever. And I'm here to tell you that all those special things that you believe, that you love, that give you passion and purpose, help build who you are in the eyes of other people. So let me share with you a few things so that you can get some examples. Recently, I was building my YouTube channel out, and I needed to do some cover art. But I didn't really have a business or professional purpose for it. I was just going to have this channel where I was going to share some videos and some ideas, maybe blog posts. So it was just starting out. And I really had no idea what I wanted to put up there. So I thought, well, let me take some things I love, daffodils, green ferns, gardening, succulents. These things make me happy. As you can see in my office back here, I kind of like plants and they give me great joy. So I put this together and I put it up there, and I kind of like the color and everything. And don't you know, I had so many people ask me about the daffodils and the plants, because it's not something I usually talk about because I'm a technology and a marketing person. So how do they know I like plants unless they see a show and they see the plants in the background, right? So I had a lot of people ask me questions about that. And daffodils are like one of my favorite flower. And, I heard from so many other people, oh, I love daffodils. They make me so happy. And, it was a connection point, which was amazing to me. So I'm going to ask you to consider some of those things that you hold back and you don't share. But I'm also going to say that how often do you stretch yourself into areas of doing things that you're not comfortable with? Now, being a technology person, I don't play pretend, imagination. I'm not an actress. I don't do anything. A good friend of mine has dubbed me the findability queen in a community I'm in. And two people in my community bought me this beautiful crown to wear, and I'm doing an entrepreneur's game night, and it's all about findability and finding things through search engines and everything. So they bought me this crown, and I'm not someone who dresses up. I barely put makeup on half the time you see me, so it was really hard for me to step into this persona of the findability queen, and it was really going to be difficult for me. So I decided, after I put this Instagram ad out there, that it was my first episode that was coming up, that I would create some ads. Here's one. So that was my first ad for my game night, the debut of my game night. And first of all, it had a video of me in it, which people kept saying to me, you need to use your own image in your own social media and advertisements, because people want to see your face. They want to know who's going to be running the event they're signing up for. Who is it they're connecting with? So I took a video of myself and put it into this template in Canva. And, these little emoji faces and all these pop-up things, I would have never thought to do that. But so many people loved this, and they thought it was so much fun. And I have to admit, I like it too now, but at the time I was so scared to put it out there. Like, oh my gosh, people are going to think I'm crazy. And I have to tell you, I've gotten used to it over time. So after I did that one, then I thought, all right, well, now is the time I have to put the crown on and step into being the findability queen. So here we go. Oops. Let's see this one. Oops. Look at that. Having trouble here today, folks. And here's the crown. Look at that, me at the crown. So what do you think of that? Pretty interesting, huh? I go and I'm changed from my regular clothes into my sequin top and my crown, and I dance in my chair, which I never do because I think I have no rhythm. But in any event, I shared my fun, my joy, stepping into, albeit awkward, into this place of being the findability queen. And it was a lot of fun. And I had the event, and I have to say, and a lot of people came, and I did my thing, and they had some fun. I wore my crown the whole evening and made light of it and had fun with it. And it's just been a great thing. So I am so thankful to my friends who got it for me and kind of have given me this moniker to make me understand that I can be lighthearted and it can be fun and I can take a chance and I can share my creativity without worrying that it's too much, because in this day and age, people want to see the real you. So the next step after that, after I got myself into an ad wearing my crown, was to talk about, just have my thoughts on these videos without all the flash, and just going into, May was Mental Health Awareness Month, and I really wanted to share some of my thoughts. So I started to record videos like this.
Hey everybody, Denise Millet here. I'm coming to you from outside. We've had a week of monsoons here, so I'm very excited to be outdoors right now. So I'm taking an opportunity in between the raindrops to take a break and smell some fresh air. I wanted to talk to you a little bit about taking a break, because I just published my show on Win-Win.
So, that doesn't look very good, does it? Anyway, I wanted you to understand that putting myself on a video, aside from what I do here for this show, because I always have a purpose and a topic that I'm speaking to, and I feel like I'm helping all of you with anything that I can share, but just sharing my thoughts at random that doesn't have a business purpose behind it was very hard for me to do, but very easy once I did it. So I'm going to encourage you to be creative and to use the tools that are out there to help you do that. Whether that's your smartphone and just recording yourself on a video, it doesn't have to be complicated. Just make sure your sound is good and that you don't jostle the camera. So any way you can do it to get it to sit still and have a good view of you and good light and good sound, you're great. And then you can take a clip of it and use it somewhere, or use the whole thing. The other thing you can do is use tools like Canva, which is how I did the red ads for my game night. All of that was done in Canva. And then for some of my client things I do, I use Canva to actually put messaging, and you'll see there's a logo on the bottom here in the for my clients, and I can put messages on it. And they've had a number of, I'm doing bad today. A number of ads that we've done, or social media posts that we've done, that have been very creative, moving, things that will make people stop and consider what you're saying to them. So it gives you extra effort to create something visually appealing. We've seen so many flat things and crazy things that sometimes just to get something plain and well done and beautiful is is exciting to us, or to have someone who's really talking versus a stock photo, right? There's nothing wrong with having this included in a sizzle reel where you're talking about people getting together and smiley and, all those things, or you have maps and you have moving images like this, right? But people really want you. They want to talk to you. And I have to say that getting reviews from people put onto your website or with what you do, or testimonials, are good, but they're only as good as the photo or the person. If you could bring the person who gave the testimonial to life in some way, through their name or through their little avatar picture. Otherwise, it's just words. And people really respond when they can make a personal connection to your personal connection. So I would say, if you can get yourself and get your whoever's supporting you to be share who they are and their exact words, then it has so much more weight for you. So you're saying, Denise, what do I do with all this? Why are you telling me all this today? Well, I will say that there is a place for all these funny things. I love puppies. Everybody loves puppies. I actually put this in one of my business presentations just to bring on a laugh with people. 6 months ago, I would have never done this. Now, I know it doesn't always belong in every setting, but tell me, you didn't smile when you looked at this. You did. And it was just a little bit of movement and a little bit of silly. And then you go back to what the real ideas are, what you're really thinking about, what you're pondering. What is it that you share? Share the passion, share the joy, share your real self. And I think you'll see great, great results from that. And we do all this because we want you and your authentic self to be shared, to be what people find. We want you to be findable because we want everything that you create to go out on the internet, get cataloged in search engines, and be unique and be about you. So when people connect with it, they know who you are. They've figured it out. They get that sample of your body language, of your voice, of what you do, and they know who they're going to get. Because every time somebody bounces away from a website or an ad, it's because something's sketchy, something doesn't sit right, something is unknown. If you tell them who you are up front, then the people that resonate with you will feel comfortable reaching out. If they don't, because they have questions or they're not sure, they're hesitating because it sounds too perfect or it sounds too off or whatever, you're never going to hear from them. So in the end, we want you to be findable, because if they can't find you, they can't do business with you. If they can't see you, they won't feel comfortable doing business with you. So thank you. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Marketing Matters. I know how precious your time is, and I hope you came away from this with a nugget or two to put in the back of your mind and see if it can help you along your way in your business. And since we're here, my next game night is coming up June 21st. It's the third Wednesday evening of the month going forward, and you can go to denisemillet.com/game night and reserve your seat today. Thank you so much.